This is Football Heritage.
Hello and welcome back to another video by Football Heritage. First things first, thank you guys so much. We finally officially reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support. And yeah, today we are going to be doing a match review, and this is the first ever official match review that we're going to be doing on Football Heritage, and hopefully more to come. And I'm just so happy that it so happens that today's match review are going to be reviewing Chelsea versus Benfica, which was the round of 16 Club World Cup game that was played yesterday. Now, first things first, when I saw the lineup, right, you guys know I'm a Chelsea fan, of course. I think at this point you should all know, I say it in almost every video. When I saw the lineup, right, I think I was expecting Palmer to play on the right and Neto to play on the left. So when the game actually started, I think that was the first shock, not just to me but to most Chelsea fans, that Palmer actually started on the left and played pretty much the whole game on the left, not the right, which was a bit surprising to me. But the first half, I think the first half were very, very good. I think the first half we genuinely dominated them. I don't think they had any meaningful attack throughout the whole first half. I think one thing I loved about our performance, both in the first half and throughout the game, right, was our out of possession play. We were so, oh my god, we're so good out of possession. Like, our counter pressing was insane. Like, at some point the ref was just giving them fouls even when we're just winning the ball cleanly, but like out of possession we were so good. I think the last match that I can remember was Brentford at home when we won 2-1, right? That match too were very, very good. But today I loved the way we played out of possession. Once we lost the ball, boom, Palmer is pressing, boom, Cucurella is pressing, boom, Caicedo is pressing. Like, it was, honestly, it was beautiful. And the first half was really good. We created some chances. There was a chance that Cucurella had that got cleared off the line. There was another chance that Cucurella had that the keeper saved. There was the Palmer chance that the keeper saved. I think the keeper had a very strong first half, and I was just like, is it going to be one of those days where you dominate and play everything and then at the end you lose 1-0? But yeah, that was the first half. Going into the second half, it was more of the same. And something that actually frustrated me, okay, well, two things that frustrated me both in the second half and throughout the game. I don't think we were good enough in transitions. So there were a lot of good situations that we brought about. There was a particular situation that Delap, it was like a 3-on-3 attack, and Delap just switched the ball to Palmer and then the ball went out. Overhit pass, very unnecessary. There was a chance where Enzo was running through and I wanted to slip Delap in, but he didn't get it. There was the chance where Palmer was running through and then he was trying to link up with Delap, but I think they confused themselves and then he just won the corner. It was very, I think in transitions we were very, very poor yesterday, to be honest, and we could have scored from those situations. Another thing that I didn't like was our set pieces. Our set piece routines were so bad, so bad, and most of them ended up without an actual cross into the box. We'll just pass it over, pass to Palmer, Palmer pass to Reese, and at the end of the day, nothing comes of it. It was very, very embarrassing, to be honest. And funny enough, just as I was writing in my notes, right, that I didn't like our set piece routines, we got a set piece and James scored from it, and that is why that's the best right back in the world, right? That free kick, the intelligence, that's like the third free kick he has scored now. I think he scored against Bournemouth and he scored for England, right? And yesterday's one, beautiful free kick, caught the keeper off guard. The keeper was having a great game, to be honest. And yeah, I was really excited that actually we finally scored. Now we need to go on and seal the win. And then of course the incident happened, the weather incident, where the game had to be suspended for about 2 hours or so because of the weather. And this is my appeal to FIFA. Now, I know you guys don't control the weather, obviously. I don't know how you guys want to do it though, but please, I think I speak for every football fan when I say this can happen in the World Cup next year. Like, we can't be having, imagine we're having a World Cup final and 20 minutes to go. They stop the match for 2 hours. I know the weather, I understand the weather conditions and everything. I have no idea how they can fix it or what they can do, but seriously, I think something needs to be done, right? For World Cup next year, you can't be breaking matches, because this is not the first time, not the second time, not the third time that this has happened in the Club World Cup competition. So it's something that I think needs to be addressed. Of course, the delay was too long, so I was able to complete the rest of the game, right? Okay, yes, before the delay, Enzo subs to bring on KDH, Nkunku, and Malokusko. I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming because I felt like it was throwing the game because we're just 1-0 up. But it was like 5 minutes to go. I couldn't finish the game. I was like, 5 minutes to go. Chelsea will see it out. We'll win 1-0 and yeah, that will be the end of that. Of course, I was wrong. So we gave away a penalty, the handball. Unfortunately, I think it was the penalty actually, the Gusto handball. But I think people said it on Twitter, and I kind of agree with them. They need to look at that handball rule again. I don't know, because like he's jumping to get the ball. It was literally backing the ball. It was not intentional. I don't know. It feels weird. And Benfica had not played anything the whole game, and then they got given a lifeline, and of course they made it 1-1. But in the second half, it's the subs that I did complain about that ended up getting the job done. You know, Gungun got the goal, Neto got the goal, Drisbeho got the goal. Okay, yeah, there was a red card because of the foul on Colwill. Now, one thing I'd like to talk about is the mentality in this group. Right, I know everybody says it that our team is very young, very inexperienced, and it's true, and I agree. But one thing I'm starting to notice in the past few months is that we're building a very, very strong mentality, a very solid mentality. Look at the game against Forest. It was the Champions League playoff. It was as good as the Champions League playoff because whoever won that match went to Champions League. And we're playing Forest at their own ground, but we're able to go there, like, lock in and just get the 1-0 win and get the job done. That was an incredible performance, in my opinion, because of the mentality needed. Look at the final against Betis. We're 1-0 down with like 30 minutes to go, but we still came back and won 4-1 in the final. Like, that shows the incredible mentality. And yesterday, to be honest, like, we dominated Benfica. Like, for the first 89 minutes or so, we dominated Benfica, and then there was a 2-hour suspension, and then there was a penalty, a cheap penalty. Like, it would have been so easy for them to just down their tools, but honestly, they showed incredible mentality. That's 3 different occasions now that they've shown fantastic mentality, and I'm really impressed. I have to give Maresca so much credit for that, and I have to give the players so much credit. I love this mentality that we're building, and if this is how we're going to go into the Champions League, then I'm going to be very, very excited for what we have coming. But yeah, we're through to the quarterfinals. So we'll be playing Palmeiras, and we're playing against our soon-to-be new signing Estaval. I'll be interested to see what he does in that game. And yeah, hopefully Chelsea win. Hopefully there will be a match review for that game as well. But yeah, for the man of the match, I think they gave Caicedo, which is very, very well deserved. As always, consistent performance. I think Cucurella too was also a very, very good player in that match. I think Cucurella, you see, out of possession, the way he presses and wins the ball back, so important for us, very important for us. And I think he was offering width in the match, allowing Palmer to come centrally, and he had some chances that he created or could have scored, sorry. But yeah, I think overall, good performance, great win, and I'm looking forward to the next game. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to this video. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm pretty sure that by now you guys should all be following. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share with your friends, and yeah, see you in the next video.